Ooh, hello there, my fellow theme park designers. Good times with Scar here, and welcome back to Planet Coaster. We're here in Sci-Fi versus the Wild West in a new section of the park that we have just completed, and that is our little town here that is themed to an old west town, and it's our food court. So this is where our guests can come and eat some food. And why is there so many seagulls? But guests can come here and take a look at all the cool little buildings and get some drinks and some food. Now, of course, all of my cast members have quit because apparently I am the worst boss ever. As you can see, all the little shutters have been closed. But as we established in our last episode, they're trapped inside there. They should never have quit. They should never have quit. Anyway, let's get busy here. And one of the little things that I've been working on, and I was kind of, looking through here, adding lots of detail, and I thought, why am I not recording this? So what we're gonna look at here real quick, and I've done it all around here. We're gonna get to that in just a second. You might hear it in the background. I'll let you guys think about it. What's different about this whole land? Anyway, I'm gonna grab this. Now this is a medium smoke cannon. And what this does, a little device, and as you can see on the screen, produces smoke. And this little campfire right here just looked a little puny in the smoke department. So we're actually gonna bury that underground ever so slightly. Gonna place that in there, and look at that. Look at the immersion and the believability of the land by adding that little extra detail to it. So my thought is, what if we take the smoke canister here, and we're gonna put this up in this little chimney right here. And can you hear what's changed about this whole land? Can you yet? Can you? Oh, this isn't gonna fit. This isn't gonna fit. That looks ridiculous. But from a distance, tell me that doesn't look awesome. Look at that. Just that little extra detail, just as you're kind of strolling through here, makes you kind of feel like, yeah, that's a believable thing. Somebody's living in there. Somebody's got their stove on. Just those little details are what makes, themed immersive lands really come together. But unfortunately, it looks ridiculous up close. I gotta get rid of it. I'm sorry. Uh-oh, what am I doing? Oh, I'm actually gonna have to edit the blueprint, or I'm gonna delete the entire build. How do I access that? Uh-oh. Oh no, we're in a real predicament here, my friends. No, I did it. How do I get that thing? Oh, here he goes. We got it. Awesome. We lost the whole building. Anyway. Wait. My French fry person's still working. My trusty French fry worker. You never give up on French fries, my friends. A French fry is always there, and it is always gonna be there for you. That sweet, salty, wonderful, crunchy French fry. Anyway, we've got this area set up, and I think it's looking really, really cool. And yeah, I got music. And I think the music is another layer on top of what we've already established through the landscaping and the builds that makes this whole area come together. And yeah, I'm just super happy about it. And like I said, I was just got a little carried away. As you can see, added a little mining camp right here. And I thought, man, I got to start recording. And we got all sorts of beautiful details. And a little rock slide down there, some additional plant life. Over here, just continuing the theme up into the little cracks and the crevices of the rock, and of course add some trees. This is my favorite little tree right here. Look at it, it's like just hanging onto the sides. Well, of course it died because, it can't live on the side, but I think that came out really, really cool. But we are now moving on to a new section of the park, and we're gonna start working on a log flume. That's right, a log flume. I'm very excited to actually create a ride. We did create the train, but this is like an attraction that's going to draw people from far and wide to the park. So we have this massive expanse of land out here, and my two main rides for this land is going to be a log flume and of course a mine train. So this little spot right here just is calling out to me. It is calling to me saying, Scar, you need to build a log ride right here, and I agree with you. So let's jump in here and wrong thing. That's next episode. Sorry, spoilers. All right, there we go. There is our log ride. Okay, oh my gosh. Look at the incredible amount of detail. Oh, I absolutely love it. The attention to detail from the designers of this game is just extraordinary. True theme park aficionados, I do believe. And I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it there. They're true fans, because you just can't get this level of detail if you're not. Look at this. This is definitely modeled off of Disneyland's log flume. As you can see, the two-seater in the back was introduced in somewhere around 2003, I think. It was the original design of the log flumes were actually there were a section of tandems, so there would be 3 rows of tandems, so 2 people could sit per row, and the two people would kind of like lean on each other. They removed that to single seats like this. And then they had a problem of putting like smaller children who didn't want to ride alone. So they had a problem. So then they redesigned the back to have a 2-seat on the back like that. Now, Disneyland, if I'm not mistaken, is the only park that has that. So this is definitely a Disneyland, not Disney World. Those are 2 seats next to each other design. Oh boy, I'm sorry. I got to apologize. I'm a theme park nerd, and I apologize. I got a little nerdy there. I know I did. I know I did. But you know what? This is a game where I can get nerdy, right? Can you please tell me I can get nerdy in the comments? Because if you don't, it'll hurt my feelings, but I'll understand. I love theme park stuff way too much, and this game is like my place. This is my place. This is my home here. I can be nerdy about things. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start like a meandering pathway of little channels for our little bits of our logs to kind of flow around. And each one of these little curves, as you can see, it's just gonna kind of, oh, hello. That's as high as I can go? Wait, oh, I can bring it down, but I can't bring it up. All right, so it looks like we're gonna need some type of chain lift to actually bring it up, which makes sense, of course. Like I was saying, these little curves like this are there so I can place scenery. So if we do like some fun little scenery pieces, like in between this, that's gonna be really cool as it, you know, the little log flume kind of curves around it. And I think that's important when you're like designing your rides to think about that, is think about like where you're gonna take the ride. What's gonna be going on here? Is there gonna be some theme? Is there gonna be little canyons that it'll go through? Is there gonna be some little animatronics, different things along those lines? I think are super important to establish while you're laying down the track. So yeah, I think this is gonna be good. Now I haven't really built a log flume. I played around with roller coasters and, you know, of course the train and the monorail, but not this. So this is kind of a whole new thing. I'm just trying to remember from back in like Roller Coaster Tycoon days, how the log flumes went. And I think this will be good. Now the real issue I think I'm causing, oh, what am I doing? Something just went wrong here. Something, I don't know. I think we're okay. I think we're actually okay. I think we're good. I was worried that this was like 1 meter up, and I thought we were supposed to keep this at 0, but maybe 1 meter's cool. Maybe it's like, yeah, 1 meter's awesome. Only the coolest kids are at 1 meter. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's fine. Okay, good. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start bringing this thing up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this go off on a curve like that, and I'm gonna back it off just ever so slight. There we go, beautiful. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start bringing it up. Okay, so this is how we bring it up. This must be a lift. Okay, I get it, I see how it is. Oh, sweet, I'm gonna expand it outwards. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, testing? Yes, please. Yeah, it's definitely starting to test. My like I said before, my concern is from this starting point right here to here, it's gonna be way too long. So I wonder if I could speed up the channel flow. Let's zoom in there and watch that thing go by. Oh, it looks so fun, doesn't it? Don't you just wish you were cruising along this channel, got the little spray of the water in your face, going along? Oh, sounds amazing, right? Anyway, we get way too excited. I really want to go on this now. So we're gonna start working our little channel upwards like this. Now we're gonna actually make this fairly high because I want to have some room to play with here. So let's say we bring it up. Let's bring it up to here. I'm gonna back it off just a little bit. There we go. And bring it up 1 more block. Beautiful. And then we're gonna cut that back down like that. 1 more block. I'm thinking Minecraft here, my friends. I'm thinking a little bit of Minecraft. Okay, this is looking good. Now question, can I change the color of this track? Because I don't want it blue. I want this to be brown because we're, you know, working in the West and I want it to be rustic feeling. That's my question to you. Can I change the color? Because I'm not a huge fan of this blue color. Okay. Looks like you're doing a turn. I like that. Can I slope you? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I love this style slope in like a roller coaster or something because it really creates an immersion of flying. Like you get that feeling of like a slope going downwards. I love it so much. How's our log doing? How's our log doing? Where is it? Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not too long. I think that's gonna be good. And once we get up this little lift, it's gonna be a wild ride. And I think that's a good thing, especially in attractions, is I don't think you wanna start out crazy. You wanna start out slow and slowly build into the anticipation of a giant like drop. I think Radiator Springs at California Adventure does that best. How you kind of start out in this kind of gentle kind of ride up a cliff and eventually into the show building, things get wild, and then into the main part of the attraction where it gets super fast. Like I think that's a great way of doing that, is just like subtly get it into the action, subtly put you where you need to be. Yeah. I think that's perfect like that. So look at this. We have this giant slope. We'll be able to build up the terrain under this because I don't want these like slope kind of like supports hanging up here. I want to create a nice big slope underwards, and I think that's going to look really, really cool. So, ooh, yes, this is good. This is going to be super fun, right? It's going to be super fun. I think I'm actually going to bend it this way ever so slight. Oh, there we go. Maybe we could even continue it this way a little bit. Oh, this is going to be the funnest ride ever. Oh, hello. Okay, well, maybe not if we're going straight into the ground like that. Let's back it off. We're not going to get too wild today, so we'll back it off a little bit. Can you go backwards, please? Thank you. There we go. And now we can kind of bring it back and slowly slope it upwards. There we go. And we can just like do a couple little turns here and there. I think that's going to be really nice. Kind of flow it along these corridors. And then let's make a nice big old curve here. Let's bring it home. There we go. Awesome. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so cool. That's a good little thrill right there. How did we get? Did we get close to the green? Not super green. Hopefully this isn't gonna make people sick. I don't think that's big enough to make anyone sick. So I think that's our main goal. So yeah, I think that's a good little start to this. Help me think about as we go across here. Help me think of like theme and different things we could do to really create our logging camp. And I'm going to start working a little bit more on the track, and I'll meet you back in a second. And welcome back. And as our log flows down the hill, you can kind of see the general pattern of the track. Now it's designed that way to really create a feeling as it's kind of going down the hill as a log might do in kind of a log camp. I can't think of the right word. Anyway, but under the supports here, that's where I want to start building up all of the kind of the mountain. So I want to try, if I can, to get rid of all of the supports via terraforming up a mountain. I think that would be really cool. If we can do it, I think it would be amazing. But I think this is generally coming out pretty cool. So if we kind of build up little canyons and get some little themes, some trees and all that stuff built up there, I think it'll be really nice. So building up our finale. That's right, we're working on the finale. So if I can get this up to maybe around 40 or so as the height of this section, kind of make a gentle curve around and then have it kind of dip down under this kind of section right here into a splash zone. That's going to be a really, really wonderful and kind of exciting kind of end to this entire ride. And, you know, these little spots are nice. It's kind of slow. We can build up all sorts of little triggered effects along there. I think that's going to be really nice. So yeah, that's kind of a little progress update. Let me kind of get this up to the right height, swirl it around, and I'll meet you for the finale of the ride. And welcome back. And we have our finale and our splash zone set up and ready to go, which I think came out really, really cool. Now, kind of ends right there, and I think I'm going to add one extra little segment to it like that, just a little bit more. I'm going to add a little more splash. There we go. All right, so it looks like, I thought we were flat on the ground, but it looks like we're starting to extend out a little bit. Now I tried a couple different versions. I had one that was kind of up in the air where we could do a little terraforming on the bottom, but I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it, so I ended, oh, nope, wrong button. Oh, geez, oh boy, there we go. All right, so what we're going to start working on here is just kind of bringing it home. If we can, I'd like to kind of make just a nice little kind of curve, a little S curve into the station. Now with this, okay, so we're nearly complete with this station. I'm thinking about pathways and how these are kind of going to intersect and line up. Also, the second thing I'm thinking about, where are mine trains going to go? Where do you think an awesome spot for that's going to go? Maybe like over in this little corner over here, or maybe over here. There's a lot of different possibilities, even in this little section right here. Now, next thing, train. Why is my train stopped? Oh, it's just going slow. Anyway, what we're going to do with our trains, we're actually, remember how this from here to here was actually just like a, what did I call this? Like temporary, if you will. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take out this section right here, and I'm actually going to bring the track, I think, around here up onto this curve and bring it around this little like peninsula right there. I think that would be really, really cool to have the train kind of flow around there and then back into the station. That could also give us another opportunity for another station. We could rock maybe 3 stations. That would be pretty awesome. Anyway, or hold on, I just came up with an idea. I might be a little crazy here, but remember there's actually 2 different trains. What if we had 2 different trains going around the park? Oh, that would be so cool. So many trains, so much awesomeness. I don't know if I could contain myself with that many trains like that. I might get a little wild there. That's just too much, I think. All right, let's take this little curve here. Let's make a little S curve into the station. and I'll see you at the end. There we go. We are connected with our station. Now, the last thing is I want to reorient the station. I was trying a couple different sides here. I think I'm going to go with an entry on this side and an exit off of the back here. And with the exit off the back, we can do like a fun little trail around the edges, and I think that would be really nice. So we're going to do that. So I think I did it. I think I did it. I did. Perfect. So I'm going to set my entrance there. And I think that's ideally a good thing. I think having the exit and the entrance kind of separated a little bit. Also, optimally for an attraction, I've always found that the best kind of way of doing an exit and entrance is that if the vehicle arrives to you empty. I think that's the best like illusion of reality. If like the vehicle arrives to you empty, not with a group of people that's already experienced the attraction, I think that's a better way of designing things if space allows, which usually doesn't. Okay, so let's take a look at the operations here. Number of cars. How many of these things do we want? I kind of want like, I don't know, like 15. That's right, we're gonna do 15. Next thing is, I don't want these things departing like right next to each other. I want them really kind of spaced out throughout the attraction. So minimum departure interval. How far do we want the interval to be? Let's see, 3 seconds. How about we do like, let's do a 20-second interval in between each dispatch. So I think that's, what is this? Priority pass queue. Oh my gosh, what is that? It's amazing. I had no idea you could do that. To have a priority pass, you need to place a priority pass entrance, place a priority pass exit, connect the priority pass queue. Oh, I don't know how to do that. I have no idea that's a thing. Oh, we have to have priority. Oh, you know we do. How do I do it? I don't know how to do it. I don't know. What is this? Isn't this, wait, did I just mess everything up? I think I did. Actually, I'm not, here, wait. How do I just turn that off? How do I turn that off? I don't know how. I don't know. I'm breaking things. I broke it. I broke it. Here, I'm just going to turn it off. There, all gone. All right, I actually want to test my attraction. There we go. So test that. Financial, $8. Wow, that's a little spendy for my attraction. I still want to find out if I can change the color. Is edit triggers. Oh, that's where we could add the effects. Oh, that's going to be really fun when we get there. But maybe in the blueprint. Let's check. Let's try this. I know there's got to be a way to change the colors. So, oh, wait, down here, there's a palette. Oh, okay, this is what we need. So let's jump over here. Let's just create like a basic like brown. That's all I totally want, is I just want like a super like basic like brown. We can use some of our old like Wild West textures. Okay, there we go. And then this last one here, let's make this one there. Huh, it's still blue. Did I change anything? Is this blue to you? Looks blue to me. I don't get it. I changed the colors, but oh, wait. Oh, I changed the queue colors. Okay, let me do this. There we go. Let's get rid of all of that ugly blue. Get out of my life. There we go. That looks so much better. Look at how clean that looks. Wait, no, you're still blue up here. Ah, fail. Let me finish this up. Welcome back, and as you can see, we're testing the Flume, and it's been all colorized with some beautiful kind of brown, so it blends in much nicer with the entire area. Now, originally, I kind of got stuck because I thought that you could only change the color per track, so I was going individually, and I'm like, this cannot be a thing. So then I found out, yeah, there is a way of doing it properly. So yeah, we got this all colorized, looking very, very nice, and as you can see, I removed this section of the pathway that once went over here. So I'm starting to think, where will this pathway go? So my thoughts are now that what we're going to do is we're going to kind of take this, make it kind of go wide. So we're going to have this kind of go wide like that, and then reconnect with the pathway about right there, considering a secondary pathway that kind of hugs the side of the cliff. So I think that one might be kind of fun. And there we go. We have the path dipping under the Flume track right there. I think looks really nice. And of course, this is all custom painted, and I think it looks a little bit more believable than the kind of default, pathway or natural rough pathway. So I think that looks decent. Now it's the train, and I've been having nothing but trouble kind of getting the train to look, what in the world, where'd the steam engine go? Anyway, I've been trying to get this to slope upwards in a natural way. And I even have a little issue over here right now. I have this little tunnel section built up because I've been bringing the train up and down, and I cannot find a really natural way. So originally I was thinking if I brought this up, straight up like this, and I built up a mountain under it, I think it would look natural. Have it go along the cave, this section through the cave, along the edge of the cliff, and then back down and around and connect over to here. Situation's not working out as well as I was hoping. So now my next thought is maybe I'm going to keep it ground level, have it go across here like that, and then somehow maybe work its way naturally up the edge, and then above it you could even see the train crossing. I think from a perspective of a rider of the Flume, that would be super cool if you're about to go into a tunnel of darkness and you can also see a train above you. But that's a little easier said than done. I'm going to continue at this a little bit longer and we'll see if we can make something happen. We have now established the final train layout, at least for now. Look at this beautiful structure we have built up. And this was quite a process to really think beyond today into the future and how this will all kind of flow within the land. So trying to visualize where the mountains are going to go, where additional rides are going to be placed. So I think this is good. This is good. I know it doesn't look pretty. It definitely doesn't look pretty, but by our next episode, this will look absolutely wonderful. So as you can see, this little corner over here, for instance, I'm going to build up a big cliff under the train right here. And I think it'll look really nice where the actual logs are going to flow down. And we have the train crossing there. Now, along this little section over here, some of this is going to show, some of it won't. Some will be behind tunnels. Like this little section right here, I kind of visualize a nice little tunnel along here. And then on this section right here, a lot of supports. Not a big support fan. I like to kind of cover that up as much as possible. So I'm going to build the kind of the lip of this cliff out quite a bit more. And I think it'll take care of all of that extra support there. I think that'll look really cool. And then of course, this big expanse right here, we're going to build a nice mountain over here. Potentially, this is the location for our mine car train ride. I think that's going to look really, really fantastic. But yeah, I am really pleased with the amount of work that we did get done today. And it was a lot of work, a lot of planning. That's the main part of today's episode. But I want to make a couple modifications over here at the train station. So let's click on the train here. We're rocking 4 cars per train, but I'm actually going to bump it to 4 trains. And also I'm going to move up the speed to about 15 miles an hour because I would like to be able to get a few more trains on the track. And especially considering we have lengthened the track by quite an substantial amount. So I think having a little extra speed and some extra trains on the track really make this whole thing look quite a bit better and add a lot of energy to the land as the trains move through. And that's kind of the main purpose. You know, trains aren't the most exciting rides, but they add so much to the land. That's their real purpose, is they add, you know, a whole bunch of energy. See them kind of cruising around and all of those wonderful things. And there we go, my friends. Very, very fun episode, even though we didn't get quite to a lot of the scenery that I was hoping, but we got the structure down, which took a long time, but I'm very pleased with it. And until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar, and I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. And if you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later.